Spent a good 7 weeks with you looking over my shoulder.
Good.
Rugby World Cup final week, the front row show. Man, what an honour to have a couple of legends, captains in the truck. Richie, thanks mate. Rito.
Hey mate.
How you feeling, boys? What are the vibes?
I'm pretty excited, eh? Like, this is the week you, as a team, and I think supporters as well, you want to come and see, playing in a final, and yeah, where, you know, at the end of it, end of this week, you see whether you're good enough or not, and yeah, it's exciting.
Are you, Rito?
That's awesome, mate, yeah. You know, South Africa was the game we wanted, I think. You know, everyone wants that in the world, and man, it's going to be an epic battle. You know, so really looking forward to it.
You guys have both played some epic battles against South Africa, so this is the final we want, Rich?
Yeah, well, you want to play the best, and you know, we've had to get through Ireland, they've had to get through France, and now it's set up to go, okay, who really deserves it?
So what happened 8 weeks ago when they put a record score on us? Will the boys be touching on that this week? Will they talk about that?
I don't think they'll talk about it, but that's going to be in the mind, 100%. Like, that's what happened, you know, in Auckland when we did a job on the South Africans. That's what they were thinking when we played in Twickenham. You know, so right now that's in the back of our minds, 100%. You know, you keep that.
So looking at like the last couple of years have been a bit like that. Like what happened with the Irish at home?
Well, I think the Irish series was in the back of their minds. You know, coming into a quarter final where, you know, the Irish, you know, were expected probably to be, you know, where the All Blacks are now, and I know for the guys, you know, talking to them, that you know, you don't forget in a hurry that sort of, you know, it was a pretty tough time for the team. So to get a chance to turn that around when it counts, you don't want to miss out.
Almost feels a bit like fate though, doesn't it? Because at the time they said judge us at the World Cup. Like we're building for that. That's what we're aiming for.
They come out here and get the job done this week. It's not a fairy tale, but it is probably one of our greatest chapters. You know, in the All Black jersey going into a World Cup, not as favourites. Backs against the wall for so many, you know, games, and that game just before the World Cup, you know. So it's going to be amazing for the lads.
How's the team going to prepare? What changes from any other week?
It's just the mental preparation. That's the key. It's kind of just ensuring that there's no assumptions going into this game. You've got your strategy right, and you just got your mindset right from the outset. So, you know, a couple of days off for the lads over this weekend, and then they can really rip in with fresh bodies. And I can tell that they're just locked in and zoned in on what they need to do.
It feels like
and so it's mental.
I think be excited, but the thing around finals, it won't be the teams that go and try and pull a rabbit out of the hat or, you know, magic. It's just you got 15 guys that do the job you've always been able to do, and then there'll be 1 or 2 chances that'll no doubt come, and we're just going to make sure whoever gets that, you take it. But it won't be things trying to do things you haven't done in the past. It's being able to do it when it counts, and yeah, the excitement will take care of all the, I guess, the emotion. It's just, and 15 guys, you know, ready to go. That's what you want to make sure the week's all about.
Wow, what's a better way to spend your morning than here at a beautiful garden? Jardin du Grand Explorer.
It's very wholesome. What does that mean?
The garden of the Grand Explorer.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I know who knows a lot about gardening, actually.
Who?
Andy Ellis.
Andy Ellis knows about gardening?
Yeah. He's actually written a whole book on how to plant a garden.
Have you read it?
Yes, the whole book twice.
Maybe you could teach me about the garden.
Yeah, we can take a walk around and I'll give you a bit of some intel and some information about these beautiful trees and plants that we're surrounded by.
I would love that.
There was a tree that was a New Zealand tree.
Was it a fern?
No, it wasn't a fern.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
It was, what was it? I forgot the name of the tree, but he says that somehow the seed of that tree ended up in Scotland.
Wow.
Just through the winds.
What about the grass? How would you maintain it?
Usually pluck it, bit of a mow, bit of a
like
trim.
Richie Mo?
Like a Richie Mo. The sticks, they leave them on the ground. It's just a bit of a deterrent, just to protect the natural habitat from possums and ferrets and ferals, yeah. So here we have a horse chestnut tree, just because how big and thick this.
Do you call those
chestnut.
conkers?
Pardon?
Do you call those conkers in New Zealand?
Yeah.
Do you go conquering?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go, that's the statue of the Grand Explorers.
So they're the Grand Explorers?
Yeah.
Wow. Naturists?
Naturist, Mace, and Abdi. It's a
And
love
that would
heart.
have dated back from when?
Yeah, 1700s. So it's been here for a while now, and
It's incredible that that tree's 300 years old and it's
Yeah.
just so skinny.
yeah. Well, these trees, that's the biggest it'll grow. These ones are a bit more thinner, and it's solely made so that you can really
Yeah.
initial and declare your love for your partner there.
Beautiful.
So these buildings are now kind of a sandy colour, so the petals will be sandy, but back in the day, these actually used to be a nice terracotta red.
Wow.
And so it'll reflect onto the petals and the plants here, and so they'll blossom a nice little red flower. Everywhere I go around the world, it's like I can actually reference that tree to Andy Ellis's book or that plant.
I just feel like
Yeah,
I see a different side of Andy Ellis all the time, and this is certainly one that I previously wasn't aware of.
Just awesome to admire the beauty of the flora and the fauna, and just
George.
really using Andy Ellis's
George.
book just
George.
to reference everything.
What's dog poo in French? Hey boy.
Hey, look who it is, RJ. What's going on, mate?
I went home for a few days and George and the crew have recorded a song.
Without you?
Yeah, I'm so passionate about singing and yeah, they've just
good.
completely excluded me.
It's not right.
It isn't, is it? And I just kind of feel like I really expected more of George, and
He knows of your musical
well,
talents,
I kind of
obviously.
I thought so, I hoped so, and it's just all... What are you doing here?
RJ,
What are you doing
Samson.
Mana,
Gee,
what's going on?
Good to see you, mate.
Good to see you.
here? How do you know each other?
Just,
This,
whoa,
awkward.
you learned the lyrics, bruh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
That's good.
I know what's going on. I know what's going on
Good
here.
to see you, my brother. She right? She right? She can help out.
I thought you were singing.
Samson, welcome to the Front Row Show, brother. It's a pleasure to have you here, man. And mate, give us a bit of a lowdown where you're at the moment.
I'm singing at the Opera House in Zurich, part of the vocal studio, the opera studio in Zurich, Switzerland. So yeah,
You're a South Auckland boy. Whereabouts in South Auckland you're from?
come from the mighty Rewa or Manurewa. So yeah,
Man, how special is it to kind of travel the world and sing, and share your music, your experiences in music with the world? How special is that?
Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, like you mentioned, I come from little old Rewa, and here we are having this conversation in Paris. Who would have thought?
I know you've listened to the song that New Zealand has come up with, and pretty much met up with you today just to get your thoughts and get your help and a bit of advice. And it'd be awesome if you can just bless us with your beautiful voice and sing this song with me. And this is a song for the boys to support them during their final, I guess, and lead up to it. So
Yeah.
up the ABs, eh?
Wherever you are, we'll be by your side, cheering with our hearts as you move up wide. Our team in black with the dark to we'll be singing a song for you.
There's the opera voice singing our song for you. Thanks again, Bruss.
Anytime.
It's been a pleasure having you, man.
Thank you very much. Hey, do you think LJ's gonna be alright?
She'll be fine. She'll be all good, dear.
Okay. She's tough.
Give her a couple of weeks, she'll be
Yeah, she'll be okay. Okay.
Rick, it's me. What's our policy on workplace bullying?
Kiwi Mualama talked about sharing stories from the past going into. So I think that's nice that when we talk about legacy, it's not just a word; it's actually lived and breathed.
I think one of the things when you have a tough time in the All Blacks, you can feel like you're sort of a bit isolated, but knowing that that you got all the guys that have been there before supporting you. I know when I was playing, understanding that, and that's, I've talked to Kevy about it, just sharing some of the experiences we've gone through, the tough patches and what it is that there's little things it takes to get things going again. If that can be any help, that's what you know, we've tried to just, you know, in a small way, pass that on.
There's a group in that All Black team that have been there for a long time that won't get to wear the All Black jersey again. You guys have both been there. You know the feeling leading up to the last time you're going to wear that black jersey. Some of these boys. What sort of emotions will they be going through this week? How will they feel? How did you guys feel when it was coming up for you?
I didn't get to do it like Rich. I was doing it in a certain game that no one wants to play in. That third, fourth game, you know. So in some ways, I could enjoy it. It wasn't the game we wanted to play, but it gave me a pretty special time to reflect on that career and things. So
How was it for you?
There was a little period when the final whistle went, obviously we'd won, and I was like, this is it, it's done. And then I was like, actually, I'm just going to try and enjoy every minute I've still got standing here where it's Twickenham, in the jersey. And
How long did you wear it for?
Well, I left it on as long as I could. I went to the press conference, full kit on, and I remember coming back, and then it was like, this is the last time I take the jersey off. But, mate, it was a great day to be able to do it.
What a week, boys. Finals week. All Blacks are in it against South Africa. How good. So, boys, thanks so much for joining us on the Front Row Show. Rich, Rito.
let's go.
Let's go, boys.